Hi everyone. Welcome to StockSageAI. In this episode of StockSageAI, we are going to talk about market indices feature, which is available on the dashboard. If you click on market indices, you will see this dashboard. Whatever market you had selected in your user profile would be the default market for which the indices would be displayed on this dashboard. For us, it's currently India. So I can see the various indices over here. I can select any of those and look at the values of those indices, whether it is Nifty, whether it is BSE Sensex, Auto, etc. Now, on the basis of this data, we can actually see various attributes, which is the current value of that index, over what time period, what is the monthly change, year to date change, 52-week high and low values, and what is the moving average of the index at this point of time. So this is the data which you can see currently for Nifty 50 and the technical analysis which shows your RSI, MACD and signal for the index. One important feature which is available to us is the live mode, which can be enabled when the market is live or it's open. So if I select live now, the market is currently closed. So it will eventually show me the data for yesterday. If we go on Monday and we press this feature, then I can see actually the data per minute level or whatever refresh rate I want to set over here for that specific index. And on the basis of that, we can actually analyze the data and understand the market better. So there's also another important feature which is called market sentiment analysis. If you press this tab, you can actually see that data. You select the date, you press refresh, and it will give you the overall market sentiment at this point of time. So let's talk about the market Nifty 50 index, and we are using India VIX as the major component indicators to identify the segment. We have identified a couple of indicators which are mentioned over here, which we use to come up with the overall market sentiment. The market sentiment can vary from extreme fear to fear, neutral, greed, or extreme greed zone. So you can see the blue bar. Wherever it goes, it will showcase in which zone the market is. If the market is in extreme greed or in extreme fear, there are buy opportunities over here or a sell opportunity. When everybody is buying the stocks and the market is very expensive, the recommendation is to actually sell at that point of time and book your profits. So currently you can see the market is in neutral phase, and on the basis of that, you can eventually look at the overall market performance. You can also see the historical sentiment and how the variation has been across the various bands. These bands signify extreme fear being red and extreme greed being the blue zone. You can also see the index price chart on how the market has been performing and the various performances over a certain period of time. There is also a detailed analytical chart which showcases the correlation between the sentiment and the next day return for that market. So if you see over here, we have noted that most of the time the market has been in a neutral zone, and there have been positives as well as negative next day returns. Okay, same goes for when the market was in greed. You can actually see a lot of variations. There were positive numbers as well as negative numbers were also available. I think the minus 5.92%, which means the market actually crashed when it was in the greed zone. Okay, and likewise. So this specific graph showcases what is the correlation when the market is in a specific zone and how the overall next day return performs. That's it from my side on this feature. Talk to you in the next video where we're going to talk about other features of the platform. Thank you so much.